All right. You know what? Today I think we're about to talk about Fire Force. Is by Atsushi Okobu, and if that name sounds familiar, that's because he's the same dude who made Soul Eater. Okay, I got volume 1 and 2 of the books. This thing's low key, is low key good. Like I have the manga in front of me like always, and I'll just be skimming through it and summarizing it all. Okay, so then first it starts out in this train, right? Then this dude just starts like he bursts into flames, and then it's like, whoa, it's like, okay, he is like, it's like the deadliest thing is just like human combustion, where they just start like bursting into, oh shit, that's a motorcycle go by, where they just start bursting into flames, and then you get introduced to our hero, and it turns out every time he's nervous he starts grinning. So then this girl slips up, he he gets to see like under that skirt, skirt, oh, and then like he starts smiling. He's like, oh my god, my boy, you a perv. And it's like, wait, no, I just smile because I get nervous. But then he goes to the train station. She's like, well, why is everyone running? And it's like oh shit, someone burst into flames in the train. He's like, this is what I was meant to do, because it turns out he's our hero of the story, and he's about to go save the like days, because every time he runs super fast, like his feet go on fire. And he's at a train station. Then he sees the fire soldiers from the eighth. The eighth like fire department come in, and they're like, it's like, all right, and it's like Sister Iris, because she's like this, like the priest who like prays and stuff, because basically they tell people, yeah, we're putting them to sleep, we're like saving them, but they're actually just killing them. Okay, so then they defeat like the person who just burst into flames, and then like this thing's about to fall on my girl Sister Iris, who low-key looks good, and my boy what's his name I found it. It's Shinra Kusakabe. Shinra Kusakabe saves her, and then it's like, oh no, it's like, yeah, I'm joining your fire force, whatever. And then it's like yeah, I'm part of Fire Force Company 8, I'm Shinra. And then it's like and then what's called my boy Shinra's like, I want to be a hero. That's his whole thing. Then you get this nice little scene where Sister Iris and this other girl are they're bathing in the shower, showing all types of skin, and it's pretty beautiful. Okay, so then we get back to the story. Okay, so it's like oh, it's like these people been combusting into humans, and it's like, and then we get a backstory with Shinra. He's like, oh, I wanted to be a hero ever since I was a kid. And then when his mom like burst into flames, people called him a devil, because even though his parents just died, he started no, it's not his dad, his mom died, and like the little brother died. He just starts smiling. He was just smiling because he gets whenever he's nervous, he just smiles. But people called him the devil because they thought he was happy. And they thought it was his fault. Okay, and then we get this cool ass shot of like all the fire soldiers. You're like, whoa. And so they go off into this mission, and then like he sees the bodies like of people burned up, and then like he remembers his mom, and then the dude comes back from behind him. He's like, yo, I'm about to attack you. And then they're like, no, run, hurry. And then he gets flashback to like him as a child, and people blaming him for killing his mom. And then he's like, no. And then he's like, get out of the way. And then like they get out like a Glock or something. They just start shooting the fire person. It's like oh, but the fire person, yo, she actually kind of looked nice. And my boy Shinra, right, he's like, leave it to me, I'll be a hero too. And then a bunch of fighting scene, and then he get another flashback, and then he's like, whoa, let me be a hero. And then he a hero. Okay, but then they leave. They're like, thank you. It's like, thank you, Fire Soldier Shinra, thank you. And it's like, thank you. But then the next day, this other dude comes here, and he acts like King Arthur, whatever, King Arthur's knight, and he's like, oh, I had this sword. And then he starts fighting Shinra, and his name is Arthur Boyle, like, boiling water, except it's not spelled like that. It's like boy, and the lay is like boy lay, except it's boil. And then like they got all mad at each other, and it's like, whoa, you're awesome, Arthur Boyle. And then the other dude gets jealous, Shinra gets jealous, and then his sister's like, I think you're pretty awesome too. And I'm like, yo, okay. And then you get this girl, right, who makes fire. Like, she makes fire like sentient, and like, they look really cute. Oh my gosh, these fire things. And then this dude comes up, like the chief, and then he puts out a flyer. He puts out the flyers, no, the fire, and he's like, He's like, we don't play with fires. And it's like, okay, so what we about to do is you about to fight this girl. All right, she's really good. She's really good at fighting. So then Arthur goes up first. He loses. Then my boy Shinra goes up first, and then he makes Arthur and Shinra's feet sentient. Okay, so then all this stuff happens, they go eat food. Then it turns out this other person combusts, and then it's like, whoa, and then they kill him, and then there's this bad guy, and then they have this competition about to start. Then you got this girl who wants to get groped, and that's basically it. I don't want to spoil a lot. But yep, that's Fire Force Volume 1, basically. And if you like it, pick it up. It's a good read. I have Volumes 1, 2, Volumes 1 through 4 out currently. And that's it. Alright, see ya. Bye-bye.